Right, well, we're just going to do a quick soil pH test on our soil. So this is a soil pH test kit that you just get from the local hardware store. This one's well used. I've used this on quite a few occasions to test the pH. So we've got a colour card there. So the more acidic the soil is, the orange and red colours, then it comes around, starts to turn green when the pH is 5, then it's sort of 6, and then it says down the bottom that the neutral pH is 7.5, 7 and 6. That's in there. There's some pH dye indicator fluid which is in the bottle there, and then some barium powder which you sprinkle on the top of the sample, and then you match the colour that we get to the colour on the card. So let's get some soil. Let's have a look at the soil here. So it looks quite good. It doesn't seem too bad actually. It's nice dark colour. Got quite a bit of sand in it. Right, so we've got a soil sample. The first thing I'm going to do is just pick out any organic material that's in there, such as grass or any roots, just so we get a good example of just the soil. We don't need very much really as a sample, so I'm thinking about that much will do. So that's not too bad there. I've taken this out of the centre of the rows just as a sample indicator. Now I'm going to put our pH dye indicator, put a couple of drops of that on, just enough that it's going to make a bit of a mix. I'll get my little mixing panel here, and I'm just going to mix that around so we get a bit of a paste of the indicator and the dirt. That's all pretty good. Make sure that it's all mixed in quite nice. Now I'll just spread that out a bit, and now I'm going to get the barium sulfate, which is a little powder type stuff. Just make sure I can see that, and then this gets sprinkled on the top, just as a light dusting on there. And then we wait for a little while just to see what the colour is, and you can see that it's got a green colour, which is probably pretty good. And then I get my colour chart, my well used colour chart that's falling apart. It's got the directions on the back there as well. And then we match up what we have. So I'm thinking it's greener than 5.5. It's not that green. It's not 7 or 6.5. So I'm thinking it's probably about 6, maybe 5.5. So certainly we need to add some lime to this. So if we add our 2 kilograms per row, we should come up to about 6.5 to 7.